This week I've booked me and Molly into a little cottage in a place called Alston, which is kind of east of the Lake District. So I thought on our way up we would take 2 or 3 hours out of our journey and drive over into the Lake District, over Wrynose Pass and Hardknott Pass to Hardknot Fort. If you're watching this, it's a bit of an impromptu thing. I've not decided anything to say when we get up there. So go back and have a look at the first video I did, the last video I did, where I kind of described the fort and the area around it. But we are now heading up Wrynose Pass from Little Langdale. Now this is incredibly remote and narrow and steep. To our left will be, that is towards Coniston Old Man, Dow Crag and Greyfriar, and that area. To our right are the Langdale Pikes. Could have called, we just seen them. We may get another glimpse of them because they're quite dramatic things, but this is very steep. Now as I was setting the camera up, a couple of cyclists went past, so no doubt we'll be coming up behind some cyclists soon, which will slow us down considerably. But it is wild up here, this lonely. It's God, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. At the top of here is a place called, it's a monument, it's a pillar, it's called the Three Shires Stone. And that was before it became Cumbria, and this was on the borders of Westmoreland, Cumberland and Lancashire. And that's where I normally park up if I'm coming up here to go over to Crinkle Crags on the right of the road, Crinkle Crags, Bowfell, Scarfell Pike. The left goes over to Coniston Old Man, straight on drops down into Hardknott Pass and Eskdale. Eskdale is absolutely beautiful. This is so remote. I'm hoping, I looked at the weather and we've got terrible weather in the UK at the moment. See, I'm having to go into first. It's that mental up here. And I'm hoping that we can actually get up here and have a walk around Hardknott Fort before it starts pouring down. It's getting very, 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 very dark now, so I don't know whether we'll be lucky. I can see clear skies ahead of me over towards Wasdale and Great Gable, Pillar, Green Gable, that area. Now we're coming up to the Three Shires Stone. This is where lots of people park up. There's the Three Shires Stone. But we're carrying on today over the top. And basically the Three Shires Stone is basically at the top of Hardknott Pass. So we're now dropping down. It's quite steep. In fact, it's very steep. I remember coming down here once and I got to the bottom and my brakes were absolutely red hot. I had to park up for about 20 minutes. We're coming out now, we bottom out now, and we go across the bottom of the valley. And you can actually see the fort. I can see the fort now. It's coming into view. I don't know whether you can see it. Look beyond this car. Can you see that? The walls. You can see the walls of it there. That's Hardknott Fort. Look at how remote, incredibly remote it is. My goodness. This is incredibly steep. Probably 1 in 3. That was that's just a big pothole. Oh, that's not done anything to my tyres. So here we are at Hardknot Roman Fort. Now I'm going to try to stand with it back to the wind as much as I possibly can because it's blowing a gale, and even though I've got a dead cat on my mic, it may still pick up. Hang on, let me just move my mic a little bit. It may still pick up the wind quite a bit. So we are now. I made a mistake on my last video when I said that the building I call the captain, the main officer's villa, was actually the granaries, and the villa is on the other side. So they're granaries. And let's see if we can just I don't know if you can see it, but that's what it looked like. The Principia, the main building. So we're standing in the entrance now to the main building behind me. I'm going to turn the camera around, then we can get a better idea of what's going on. So this is the entrance that you could see on the overhead shots. This is the main courtyard in the front of it. In front of us, this was the boss's office that you could see, and the altar. Ollie's having a good time. And over here, that would be the main officer's house. As you look round, see the fells all around us. Huge fells. Looking down into Eskdale, beautiful Eskdale, and we can actually see the sea in the distance. Right, we've come out of the main building in the middle. Go back and have a look at the last video I did. It will all make real sense. Whenever I come to places like this, because you're at ground level, you can't really see anything. You don't get any perspective because all the walls. But you get an idea of how bloody big this fort was. I would say, I don't know, 130 metres each side, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Congratulate me if I'm right. Thank you very much. I can actually see the rain coming in over the sea, coming this way, and that's looking down into Eskdale. It's so beautiful. Right, let's have a walk over. This is the back of the building, the back of the fort over here, and this is one of the watchtowers. There's a watchtower, an internal watchtower on each corner of the fort. Angle tower, it calls it on this little plaque. And they would look out to make sure that none of the sheep were going to attack them. If we walk over to the other side, which is the eastern side, going back towards Wrynose Pass and Hardknott Pass, then Wrynose Pass, we should be able to pick out, there is a path to it, I can actually see the path here where people have trodden the ground down over to the drill ground where they used to practice beating each other up or practice beating other people up. There's another entranceway. That's a single side, but 3 sides have got double width like entrances where they could bring stuff in and out. This side has only got a narrow one because basically nobody's going to be bringing anything in and out of there because it's mental. And we're at the highest point now. You can look down one of the walls, looking down on the granary, the main body of the fort, the offices, the temple, the altar, boss's office, the praetorium, the residence over there, and the far wall. And then the fells beyond. It is so bleak, it's untrue. We're now going, walking between the buildings. The main central building is there. Like I say, go and look, watch the video. It's only a short one, but it will all make great sense. The sun's trying to come out above us, but there looks like a bank of unbelievable rain to the west. We're going to go out through the south gate. We came in through the east gate. We're going to go in through the south gate, and we're just going to see if we can find the bathhouse before we head back to the car, because that'll be a bit interesting. And here we have the bathhouse, just a short distance from the main body of the fort. 4 rooms, 1, 2, 3 that we use for bathing, cool, warm and hot. And down here is the furnace house. As we walk round, we come to the circular part of the bathhouse that had its own furnace. This was used as basically a sauna. It's history. Around 160, sorry, around the year 160. So this has been here almost 2,000 years. 2,000 years this has been here. That's amazing. That is absolutely astonishing. I think it was used for about 300 years, on and off, a couple of 100 years. I think, might have been shorter than that. And then it was only used intermittently after that, when the Romans decided to go and raid the Scots. One last look. Amazing. Hope you enjoyed our little trip to Hardknot Fort. Like I say, this is just part 2 of a couple of videos. Watch part 1, it'll make more sense. There you go, do it. We're going to go now. We've got a long, very difficult drive through tiny little mad steep roads before we get to our final destination for the night. So I'll see you lot. Peace.